Hey everyone, it's me Joji, and today we are going to open up and take a look what's in a Trainer's Toolkit number 2. This is the 2021 version. There was a I want to say it was a 2019 version, which is a red Trainer's Toolkit, which was actually the first one. And if you haven't seen that one, I will link it up in the eye so you can check it out. It has an amazing amount of cards that you want, especially if you were, I guess, now playing Expanded, because a lot of those cards were from the Sun and Moon era. But this one is packed with tons of cards that are going to be helpful for the new rotation. These are pure Sword and Shield, although there are some promos that they decided to put into here from Sun and Moon. I don't think they're going to be tournament legal, but let's go ahead and see what is actually in this toolkit. Alright, let's get into it. So here it is. Right off the bat, I will say that this 150 plus is misleading. It is 150 plus cards, but I believe 100 of those cards are energies. Yes, 100 of those cards are energies. That is correct. I think somewhere else on the actual box it does tell you what the contents are. Here it is. Right there. So, more than 50 useful cards. The rest is energy right there. So, front, very misleading when it comes to the actual amount of cards that are going to be useful. If you need energy, maybe this is a good buy regardless, but if you're just looking for these, you're expecting 150 cards that are going to be useful, maybe stay away. But the 50 that do come with it are really good to get if you're a player. And keep this in mind when you're watching this video. This is definitely an item for Pokemon TCG players, not collectors. Sure, a collector could get this and keep it sealed, or if they just want the promos that come with this, go ahead and get it. You can probably get the promos for cheaper though if you buy it separately, and not this whole product. This product, I think MSRP is $24.99. The actual price, if it isn't that, is going to be on the screen. But yeah, you also get 4 packs. So if you're looking to get a few packs out of it, there is that. There are some interesting sleeves that I have not yet to see, but if you have seen the previous ones, they were really good. I think they were called Prism sleeves. Really nice. They were the first ones that come out, like the new Battle Styles ones. So if you haven't seen the Battle Styles ones, these are the Battle Style ones. They were the precursor to what these are. So it's the matte finish. Those are these sleeves. So these sleeves, as I've said before, the new Battle Styles and the Chilling Rain ones and probably the Evolving Sky ones are all meant to be used for actual play. The old ones were a lot shinier, but these are definitely geared now towards players. They're not glossy, they're a matte finish, and honestly, better for playing with. It does also come with a rule book. These dice are probably going to be acrylic. They're not going to be metal dice like we saw in the Elite Trainer box from the Pokemon Center and some other special ones. Same thing with the damage and burn and poison counters, probably acrylic. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what these 150 cards are. Again, 50 of them are going to be good. The other 100, just useless energy unless you want to use it for, I don't know, packing in other things. So let's get right into it. Looking at this Trainer Toolkit, it is a good container if you just want to store items. There is 2 compartments to it. So good little piece of storage if you do want to use it for that. I personally have a bunch of really big, I don't know what to call them, just boxes that are meant for cards, but also in there were 4 packs like it showed on the front. This one had Sword and Shield, Vivid Voltage, and 2 Chilling Rain. I don't know if every single one of them is going to have the same amount of, same type, but I'm pretty sure they're going to have Chilling Rain. So you get 4 packs. You actually, interesting enough, they are acrylic, but they do have an outline for the poison and burn counters. Not on the backs though, they are just pretty much just normal counters, but the fronts, not bad. I don't think the other ones had this lining on them. So interesting to see that. Not full metal. Here are the dice. They are a black speckled with what looks like glitter on them. Although some of these faces almost are just pure black with no specks on them. So it's kind of a hit or miss if you're going to get like a fully speckled die maybe. And this is the bigger coin, probably for rolling heads or tails, is what we usually use these in game for. So the sleeves, I'm kind of disappointed in. Yeah, it's a nice design and everything, but compared to the previous ones, which I'll throw one up on the screen. I don't have one on me currently, but honestly, the previous one was a better design than this one, I think. Although now that I look at it outside, that actually is kind of a cool design. It's almost like a 3D effect. Okay, that's kind of cool. Not gonna lie, that's kind of cool. So it's still a decent design, I would say. But it is, again, the matte finish on the front. So sometimes your cards will look faded, but they're meant to be like this, so they're easier to shuffle and also a little bit better on the cards over the years of play. Again, we do get 100 energy if you need it. Again, if you open up enough stuff, you probably do not need it. And most local card shops, if you ask them for energy, they will have tons of energy to give you if you need it, really. I'm not going to open this. I might just even leave it in this. And then starting off already, this is the pack of great cards. I don't like that they pack them like this, although, I mean, it's probably better than what they would with just the single ones, because the corners will get bent badly, in my opinion, if they're packed like this. But yeah, this is all 50 cards. I think what we're going to do is maybe open up these packs real quick and see if we get anything good. May do this like off camera if there's nothing good in them. But hopefully they give you something good, you know. They're probably giving you packs so you can do some extra deck building. This is what this is for. This is for deck building. This is for you to get some decent cards, build a deck, and empower it with the cards that come with it. So let's see real quick. Do we get anything from these packs? Hopefully we do. At least trainer cards wise would be great. We got a Sandaconda. Well, that's the other thing. So if we don't get the Sandaconda VMAX, probably not that great. But did we get any trainers? We got a Flannery and Single Strike Scroll. Not bad. I think maybe the Flannery is a little bit more useful. What this gives us a chance to check out what it looks like with the matte finish here. So here it is. Less of a shine compared to other cards, which is maybe good on camera. You get less of a shine and you can see the full card like this and still keep it protected. But again, if you're here for the glossiness, these are not the sleeves for you. Stick with the older sleeves, which are probably harder to find. But you can always go with alternatives, maybe from Ultra Pro or Dragon Shield. But yeah, these are probably going forward all going to be this matte finish. Although I think some of the ones from the Pokemon Center are going to be different. I'm just going to keep that in there for now. Let's see what the other Chilling Rain pack gives us. I did not expect to open up packs, and I don't remember if the other one did come with packs. Maybe it did, and maybe I just forgot about it. But let's go through these real quick here. Here's a code for you guys. 1, 2, 3 to the front. We have Fighting Energy, Melanie, okay. Expedition Uniform, some decent trainer cards there. Trainer cards that are actually not in the list of that 50. So if you want to get some of the newer stuff, that is one way. And we are getting some good cards regardless. Okay, so here is a Zapdos. Sorry, a Galarian Zapdos fee. Okay. Not a bad pull. So far, 2 for 2. I was not expecting, again, to open up packs in today's video. Here we are. All All right, here is another code card, another energy. Man, I would love to actually wait. This is the Vivid Voltage one. Sorry. Okay, so some of these cards, I think, not Careless, but maybe the Stone Energy. Actually, not even the Stone Energy is in that set of 50, actually. So that's okay, though. Let's see here. We got Charmeleon. All right, a Lucario. So 2 for 3. Anyways, let's see what this Sword and Shield one. I believe there are a good amount of Sword and Shield cards, or Sword and Shield base set cards in that list of 50. Here's a code for that Sword and Shield pack. There are definitely a lot of staples, like Ordinary Rod is a good staple from this set. I don't think we'll see it here, but maybe we'll see it in the stack of 50. But Quick Ball is a needed card. Inteleon actually is a really good card too. Both this Inteleon and the not Shady Dealing. This is the Shady Dealings one. I forget what it is, but it's I think Sharpshooter one. That one is also getting a lot of use in tournament play. All right, so let's move on to actually this big old stack of Pokemon cards. There should be a pull tab on one of these sides. Okay, so it's on the back here. It's a little thin. Okay, we're just gonna try to not mess up the cards here at the front because those are promos. All right, good enough. We'll take this rip. All right, so starting off on our 50 card brick here, we have, I'll set these to the side, 2 promo Crobat Vs. Now, if you've played the current rotation and I guess post rotation, depending on when you're watching this, Crobat V is a staple. You need this as a draw support, regardless of what deck you're playing. If you're not playing a dark deck, it does not matter. You have this regardless of what type of deck you're playing. It's a really good card. And to get 2 of them, not bad at all. So, right off the bat, if you're just looking for Crobats, this is a good buy. You get 2 of them. And alternate arts. I think this artwork is actually from a deck that they had in Japan that we didn't get here in the States. Here is the other promo. I thought there was supposed to be a second one after. Maybe it's at the end or something. Here is Sabrina and Bryson. This is a promo card that we did not get in the States until now. So as you can kind of see there, if the camera will zoom into it, I don't think it'll focus that well, but this is an SM promo. So this is a Sun and Moon promo. Definitely an old promo, but something we haven't gotten. And actually kind of good that I got it because I do have a binder full of the Sun and Moon promos that I'm trying to finish off. Just real quick, I'm going to check and see if the last one, it is the other promo we got now. So this is a Miss Magius non-holo, but it is a promo. Promo, again, that we did not get here in the States until now. No idea why. I don't even think it's really used in anything in Japan's tournaments. So it's not really a notable promo. It's just a non-promo they decided to throw in there. But yeah, there's those 4 promos. This is what you get. Definitely worth getting, again, for the Crobats. Not sure if this is going to be standard legal anymore. And this is definitely not going to be standard legal anymore. But yeah, you need some Crobats. This is definitely the way to get. So let's go into the rest of this. And this is going to be kind of the way it goes. You're going to get 2 of each of these trainer cards. Here we have 2 air balloons. Great cards. A lot of retreat decks use this because it takes off 2 of the energy retreat costs. We got Cheryl here. I don't think it's used as much. Maybe in some like healing focus decks. I think Gardevoir probably would make good use of this. But not much else. Boss's orders. Oh my gosh. You can't go one deck list without seeing a boss's orders in it. Boss's orders is necessary if you want to get an advantage over your opponent. Escape rope is a good alternative to boss's orders though, because you do get them to switch, but they get to choose, and then you also have to switch yours out. Evolution's Incense, kind of helpful, you know, if you ever need to pull out a VMAX Pokemon or just an evolution Pokemon. Big Charm, though, very useful, especially for some of those VMAX Pokemon to up their HP by 30. You want to get a giant Eternatus VMAX with even more health? Yes, please. But, you know, if you're just running basic Pokemon, Cape of Toughness is a decent choice. I mean, it's probably the only choice you can use for really basic Pokemon. As long as it's not a Jax Pokemon. But you get 50 HP by attaching by one of those. Bird Keeper, seeing it quite a bit. That switching effect and being able to draw cards as well. Kind of useful. Leon. I have not seen too many Leon trainer cards in deck lists, but I don't know, maybe you could use it if you wanted to. If you want to use it, that Charizard focused one, go ahead. But this is definitely a very used card. Marnie is almost, again, in every single list, at least one to get that disruption and also draw support. Metal Saucer, not used as much in a lot of decks, more focused for Zacian decks. So if you use Zacian, good card to have. If you don't have any, this is a good way to get at least two. I did mention Ordinary Rod from that pack we opened earlier. Good card to get some energy back or some Pokemon. And then, ooh, if you want to get rid of some energy, Crushing Hammer is the way to go. Again, you got to do a coin flip. Or in this case, you would do a dice roll, odds, evens, you know. That's okay. Telescopic Sight. Ooh, this is actually something I might be using in a deck list I'll be making later on the channel for Blastoise's VMAX attack that does damage to the bench Pokemon. This does do damage, extra damage to those bench Pokemon. Professor's Research, another staple card in almost every single deck list. Professor's Research. You need this. Fortunately, there's only two. You always want to run at least 3 or 4. But 2 is fine. It's the Professor Juniper one. Oh, here are the Quick Balls I mentioned earlier. Quick Balls, very useful. Maybe we'll see the newer level ball in here, but Quick Balls are still good. Caveat again, you have to discard a card. Rare Candies, if you're running an evolution deck that uses stage 2 Pokemon, definitely useful. Here they are. I did mention them, and here they are, the level balls. This lets you get any Pokemon without having to discard, but again, caveat, has to be less than 90 HP. So most likely some kind of lower evolution or basic Pokemon. Bruno. Ooh, I honestly have not seen too many decks use Bruno, but could be useful. Honestly, don't see why it's in this 50 card brick. Switches, though, definitely useful. You need switches in almost every single deck list, unless you're using only supporters or escape routes or some other way of retreating. This is needed. This is very needed. Scoop Up Net, not as much, because you are going to be running mostly evolution Pokemon. So it's going to be a bit harder to use this on, but maybe if you're using a basic type deck that requires you to pick up your Pokemon every once in a while. Oh, I think we're actually getting into the special energies now. So this is a Coding Metal Energy. This one makes it a bit tougher to knock out your metal type Pokemon by getting rid of its weakness. So good for Zacian if you're up against a fire type deck, although there aren't too many fire type decks out there right now in meta. Here though, we have Single Strike, which is also not really in meta. You see a lot of, I would say, Rapid Strike, especially with the Rapid Striker Shifu VMAX. Speaking of which, here are two of the Rapid Strike energies needed if you're running Rapid Strike or Shifu. So good way to at least start building that deck. We got some turbo patches. Okay. I see this more in Eternus VMAX. I haven't really seen it in a lot of other decks though. Not used as much. Ooh, Karina's Focus. I've been seeing this in a couple of deck lists. I wouldn't say it's as great as other cards, but it's a decent replacement to people that are used to using Lily. If you want to draw up to 6. And then we come down to the last two, which are Capture Energies. Honestly, the only deck I've really noticed use this a lot is Eternatus, because it's a colorless energy and it will help you grab maybe another Eternatus and start filling up your bench. So really useful in Eternatus decks. But that is all 50. Well, this is actually 46 because the other 4 are over here. Now this is all 50 cards that come in this Trainer Toolkit of 2021. A lot of good useful cards. There's a couple trainer cards that I could do without in this kind of like bulk amount of trainer cards. The Cromats, though, really needed. I'm glad to get some promos that never came to the US now finally come here. So this is good for collectors if we're looking for these guys in English. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about some of these. So specifically, maybe the Brunos. Where are they? Where are you, Bruno? The Brunos, I'm not too sure why they added these in. Not used as often. What else isn't used as often? I would say maybe the telescopic sights aren't as used as often anymore. They were used a lot for Cramorant, but not as much anymore. Leon, maybe Leon. That's another 2 cards that I don't know why are in here. Really would have preferred some other 2 trainers. But for the rest of these cards, honestly, okay, yeah, Cheryl maybe is another one. But for the rest of these, they're really good cards if you are trying to build a deck or help support a deck that maybe got a theme deck or one of those level 1 decks, I think is what they're called now. This is helpful. You get some really good useful cards, like you want to get some Crobats in there, help you draw support. You want to get some quick balls, you want to get some level balls, you want to get some switches. There's a lot of great stuff in this 50 card brick of cards here. So definitely worth getting if you're a player. I would say maybe steer away from it if you are looking to get it as a collector. But that is my 2 cents. Again, if you are a person that plays a lot of Pokemon, get this. There are a lot of good cards. If you don't have some of these, definitely worth getting. And even getting some extras, make sure you have a playset. Maybe you want more so you can make multiple decks at a time. But if you're a collector and you're only looking for the Crobat promos, I would maybe look at a third-party market like TCGPlayer to get those. But for everybody else, if you're looking for some really good trainer cards and support cards like Crobat, or you're just looking for some good sleeves, or just, you just want a ton of energy. Again, I don't know why you need 100 energy. Why do you need this much energy? Maybe you're starting off. Maybe this is good. You know what? This product is actually really good for people that are starting off playing Pokemon. This plus maybe a theme deck would be a really good gift for someone that wants to get into Pokemon. So, kind of a good combo gift if you think of it that way. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this quick review of the Trainer Toolkit 2021 edition. If you did enjoy it, get subbed, leave a like, comment down below what you would have preferred in this 50 card brick instead of some of these trainers that I mentioned, or maybe you prefer those trainers. Let me know down in the comments. But yeah, as always, stay safe, and thanks for watching.